Hello, beautiful human. Johnny Orlando going to be here in a sec. I want to give you a free mattress first. Seriously, this is no joke. If you need a new mattress, I'm going to give you one that changed my life. Plus, it has speakers built into it, so you're going to watch movies differently. You're going to freaking watch TV shows in a whole new way. You're going to really feel the music you love, really dive into that rain noise to meditate properly. It's called the Vibrasonic mattress. Not only does it like keep you cool when you get hot and have like an adjustable base so you can literally reach zero gravity, it aligns your spine, dude. It also is a giant speaker, so you can build a whole surround sound system around it or connect it to your existing one. So if you want one for free, just scan this code, okay? Merry Christmas. Hey, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That's Dan. Welcome to the studio. Back again. Johnny Orlando.
Hey.
And we were discussing about having a good side, and you brought up the fact that you've been acting for a very long time. And then you asked us a question.
Acting?
Yeah, he's acted for a minute. And you've also been singing. You have acted.
Yeah, I have.
You also did voiceover work.
I did, yes.
You're in a kids' TV show.
You have a Taco Bell card.
Okay. We're going to just shift real quick. I do.
Can we go after?
Yeah. We can figure it out.
Okay.
But
it's 12 years today, actually.
12 years you've been doing something in the entertainment industry?
December 5th.
Today?
Yeah.
Wow. What marks the first day? Like, what did you do?
The day I uploaded the first cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I have a tattoo for it.
Just the date?
Yeah.
Because it genuinely changed your life.
It did, yeah, for sure. I was a child.
What's the purpose for that tattoo? Like, do you,
Which one? This one?
Yeah. Is it a reminder of what?
The day that changed my life, I guess. The decision that changed my life. Such a, like an insignificant thing that became like everything that I do and my career, everything that I look forward to, what I love doing.
And not just you, like your family too.
Yeah, Darian as well. My parents were just on tour with us. Everybody's lives changed that day, I guess. Except for Lauren, she's in university. She goes to USC now.
Oh, that's cool.
So much shit has changed since the last time I was here.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in years.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been far too long.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time, Dan?
We were upstairs in a temporary place at that other company we were working with.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
The other one. I think it was just before my album came out.
Wow. And that was a debut album, and now we're kind of into the second album. Can you explain to me the inspiration of like breaking this up into parts and releasing it in that way? Like kind of giving us like you're giving us the right amount. You're telling the story in very unique chapters.
Thank you. So I was in a relationship, as we discussed last time.
Yeah, you were in love.
Yeah, fuck, man. But so yeah, that was still going on when I was figuring out what I was gonna do this year, and then I really wanted to do packs because like I did the album, dropped however many songs it was at once, but a bunch, and it was cool. But like I don't really consume music that way anymore. I think most of the world also doesn't. So I was like, what else can I do? How else can I push? What can I do differently the next time? And Drake drops packs, like the Scary Hours, whatever, like, you know. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll do that. And it wasn't even necessarily gonna be an album. It was initially the idea was we're gonna do packs, whether it was like 3 or 4, whatever, and those were gonna be the releases for the year. And they're all gonna be different concepts, whatever. And then Breakup happened, and I was kind of exclusively writing about that, obviously. And then later down the line, I kind of noticed that as the months went on after the breakup, I was kind of writing from a specific place, like as I was healing from it. So then that's what the packs became. Each one is kind of, each one is representative of where I was. So the first one is very emotional, very, like Boyfriend in July are the 2 songs. And Boyfriend is like, I wrote that song the day that we broke up, which was kind of a godsend that session because I was so fucked. but it's a very angry song, which I regret, but I mean, it was the reality. And then July was very reminiscent, also very dramatic. So
You
that was the
really wrote
first
that
one.
song the day you broke up?
Yeah, we had a session that day,
Uh,
and I don't miss work.
Well, starts. What was it? 45 missed calls and 10 drunk texts.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you sending them or her sending them? Oh, am I asking too much already? Okay.
No, it's okay. No, I try to stay away from like.
No, that makes sense.
She's a private person, so. But I mean, both ways. It was my first break. It was a bad one. Like we were very close, you know. So it had to happen when it did, and I'm glad that it happened. But it was brutal, for sure.
it's never easy, but what do you learn from it?
Oh fuck, dude, so much, everything. Like, I feel like a different person than I was the day before it happened, for sure, in the last year. I'm also still very young, so I kind of say that every year, every time we do these. Yeah, it was crazy. I went on a journey for sure. Like I was listening to an album every night. I was reading books and shit, working out. like it was. Yeah, we'll get into it, I'm sure, but it was super weird, unlike anything I've ever experienced.
You're talking about the entire ride of a relationship, right?
Yeah, well, more so the healing process.
So does this whole thing start the day you break up?
Yeah, basically.
Damn, you get a whole album out of healing.
Yeah. I want to show you guys the songs. They're really fucking good. They're probably my two favorite songs I've ever written.
Why?
One of them, "Thinking of Me," is just such a pretty song. It's also the first song I've ever produced on, which is really cool. And then "Close to You," which is the other one. So one of the albums that I listened to, like an album per night, was "Dark Side of the Moon," which fucking changed my life. Like I'd heard like "Money" and "Time" and like the big songs, but I hadn't ever listened to it top to bottom. I probably listened to that album like 10 days in a row. At night, like every night I would sign off, whatever, go to bed and put on headphones and just like lay there. And so "Close to You" was inspired by that little time. I was also writing a lot by myself in that period, which I hadn't really done before. And producing by myself, I taught myself to produce. It's been a wild year, man. But yeah, those two songs I'm super, super proud of. They just push the artistry forward a lot.
Breakup really forces you to grow, evolve, change for the
Yeah.
better, right?
Just look inwards is the biggest thing. Like I was so oblivious to so much of myself that I didn't like, that was like kind of silently making me unhappy and like showing up in other places. And it took me a long time. That wasn't immediate at all. But yeah, forced me to look inwards in a way that I don't think I could have before. I feel like there needs to be that kind of catalyst for that amount of change and growth in such a short time span. I think it all worked out perfectly. It all happened at the exact perfect time.
So is there a moment where you actually overcome this heartache, and is it captured in the ride? Is there an ending to this ride?
Yeah. Well, the third pack, but the ending is kind of open-ended, as I think it is. Like, she was my first love, and I told her differently, and I've told everybody else differently, but looking at my life, like, she was. And you kind of... the way that I explain "Thinking of Me" when I'm on stage is like, you give somebody so much of yourself, you can't just take it back when they're out of your life. Like some of that stays, and vice versa. So I'm over it, but she's a part of me for sure, or that time period rather.
Is there a song that's on this entire body of work that, like, when you wrote it meant one thing, but today means something else?
I kind of knew what I was doing. Like "Party for Two" was off the second pack, which is like that pack was, it's about the time period where I was like going out a lot, trying to get over it, like drinking, partying, hanging out with people that I didn't care about, nor did they care about me. Just to like it as a distraction. And that song came a little bit after that, while I was still in it, but I knew exactly what I was talking about. So no. There's some things that aren't true anymore, or that I was just wrong about, like Man Like Me, is about the guilt of it all. Like when it all happened, I was so convinced that I was right and everybody else was wrong, including her. Like I could do no wrong. And then that song was the complete. I did a 180 at one point, and I was like, fuck, like it was all my fault. I'm a terrible person. And wrote that one. And I now know that isn't true. Somewhere in the middle.
But does it take writing that song for you to realize it's not true?
It helped, but no, it was a time thing more, and like just looking inward.
Well, in Close to You, you said anytime I've found someone new, they don't come close to you. Like that's what the song was about. When did you write that song?
So that song actually I wrote not too long after we broke up. So that's the only song that kind of doesn't quite 100% align with the way that it was all supposed to be laid out.
Okay.
And that's because it was supposed to be a different song on that pack, and then we had to swap it out. But like that song was supposed to be released later. So okay, I'm gonna release part 3, and then in a couple months it's gonna become The Ride as as an album, and different album cover. Like it'll be one thing on streaming on Amazon Music. Gotcha.
Making us look good.
And Close to You is supposed to come out then, but it's a bunch of shit happened. We had to swap it out.
So now it's on the last pack.
Mm-hmm.
And
it mostly makes sense. And also I love the song, so I don't care.
And each cover is a different tattoo.
Yeah.
Why do you get tattoos?
Why?
Yeah.
Mostly because of the art of it. I just really like, it's like a picture in your house to me. Also, like these ones, like this is my dad, and this is my sister and I, like tributes. This is my sister and I. Like he used to get home from work super late, and so we would like stay up to like run at him when he came through the door and jump on him. So that's what that is. That's a family tattoo. The day that I started music, a family tattoo. I have butterflies here. That's for just like the music in general for my fans. I call them butterflies, which is cute as fuck.
It really is.
If I don't say so myself.
Yeah.
And then these tattoos are reminders as well. Like they're not breakup tattoos. I would never do that, and I didn't. But they're reminders. So The Ride to me is it's a bit of a breakup album. It's a bit of a healing album, but it's also just the way that I approach things in general. I always have this like extremely emotional response initially to everything. And this breakup kind of made me see in a more exaggerated way, realize this finally. But I always get super emotional about things. Then I get super confident that I figured it all out. And then the third one is on my back. And I kind of see things clearly. And that's what that one is. Their eyes.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks.
Really cool reminders too.
Yeah. I'm going to get 3-2-1 on my hand eventually when I make enough money to get a hand tattoo.
Well,
explain that to me.
Well, also my dad's going to kick my ass. I gotta I gotta go on an arena tour and then I'll get a hand tattoo.
I'm just so confused.
That's a good goal to set.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what if I want to be a Stockbroker.
Is it crazy that you are still so young and been doing this for so long?
I don't really think about it. Is this too loud if it's jingling?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's
good
giving ASMR, yeah.
Wow, look at that. Worst ASMR.
You know, it's really interesting. You're here like trying to get access to my purple card, but yet you had your own bowl at Chipotle.
I do. I have the card too.
Yeah. So like, what do you like? What kind of trader are you, man? Like,
I
what's up with
have
you?
no. I didn't sign anything.
You're telling me.
Did you sign anything?
You hold on. Hold on.
Are you allowed to?
Hold on. You're telling me.
Can you say the word Chipotle?
You're barely. No, you're telling me.
I just fuck with Doritos Locos Tacos. I'm not like.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I inhale those things like they're water to me.
Yeah. By the way, I want to make it clear. Like you have taste. Like yeah,
Thank
you
you.
had your own Chipotle bowl. Yet Taco Bell is superior and reigns supreme.
Didn't say that.
It's what you're implying.
No,
by your
it's
action.
not. It's
So
not.
thank you so much
I like
for
to
that.
play the field.
You know, it's interesting. You're telling me you had a bowl at Chipotle and they didn't pay you?
Not for that. They did. I did a brand deal with them,
That's cool.
and then I got the bowl as part of. Well, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole. Yeah, you got a thing. You
Yeah.
got a nice little setup over there. You got a card. Yeah, that's
They have Chipotle in Canada?
Yeah, we have a lot of things in Canada.
Oh, you
Dan.
do?
Yeah,
Canada's an amazing place.
Yeah,
I
we
love
do.
Canada.
I've been there once.
we have cars and
No way.
houses too.
I was on the radio in Canada.
We have radio.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's good stuff up there.
I went there once and they spoke French. Yeah. it was
we
at
d-
Quebec
yeah we
City.
have French too.
Yeah.
We have French people.
You speak French?
No.
Okay. Took you a minute to answer that one. Damn.
Well, I was gonna lie, but then I decided
Well,
it's better not to.
I think you probably can speak a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You have to speak something.
Yeah. Come see, come ça. You know what I'm saying?
Oi?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Okay.
I think I said like if you say like comment tu t'appelles? Fuck, what does that mean again? Does anyone do you speak French?
No. Fuck.
I don't know. I forget which one is like how are you doing? If you say like come see come ça, you're like nah I'm all right. So but I don't know if that's like strictly like refers to emotions or if you can come see come ça other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So you really just know like voulez-vous coucher
Poisson.
like you know like
Croissant.
you don't know
Yeah.
anything.
No.
Yeah, you growing up in
No.
Canada, that's
Oh,
Got it.
Come see, come quoi.
No.
Neither good nor bad.
Yeah.
So, tolerable, passable, indifferent.
And that's you can say that about anything.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So I was right.
okay.
Zach.
Wow, you got me. You're a linguist. I feel like the beautiful humans of Asia really enjoy you.
Oh yeah, that was fucking awesome. That's
Yeah,
where it was
they
so
love
sick.
you.
Yeah.
Really
I love them.
special.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yeah. It was so strange to go over like halfway across the world as far as you can possibly get from the place that I grew up and there's like people waiting at the airport. It was insane.
All for music.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that they feel understood by in the records you put out?
I don't know. I don't think that's not like a same thing that American fans feel.
Well,
I-
anybody. I mean,
yeah,
anybody.
I try to be honest in my music and talk about things in a way that is easy to understand and not in like a language barrier way. Like when I was a kid and I would hear when I was a kid I was confused in general about everything. About myself, my emotions, and what I was feeling. And I just wish that somebody would have put it to me simply. Not that I couldn't understand more, but just put it so simply that I could relate to it and interpret it beyond that. And that's what I try to do in my music. Like holding your hand as we're walking along, think about all the things that could go wrong. It's not the most groundbreaking lyric in the world, but I think it simply puts something that is a lot more complex and you kind of get to fill in the blanks yourself.
It's really well done.
Thanks.
You craft great records.
Thank you, man.
You're a fan, aren't you, Dan?
Yeah. How would you think you've grown since like that first album that you were here? Because the music doesn't sound the same at all. It's
No.
completely different. Like, are you trying to get away from like when you think of pop? Are you trying to get away from the pop sound?
Well, I mean, I think today there's so many definitions of what that is. Tate McRae's bring that shit back though, which is awesome. Like I love so much music. I love that kind of stuff. And I would do that again if I could do it in a cool way. But to answer your question, I think naturally I kind of lean more towards the indie-ish side of things. Or just like, I don't know. It's hard for me to try and really nail it down. Like Party for Two is so different from Close to You or Thinking of Me. Like, how do those two songs belong in the same album? But that's what I like. That's what I make. And like Boyfriend, there's like fucking metal guitar in it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying stuff. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, Thinking of Me, that's like acoustic and there's some strings in there.
Yeah, I did the strings. That was the part that I did.
How'd you do that? You play the violin?
No. So Johan Lennox is. Do you guys know him?
I don't think so.
He's really cool. He grew up like in the classical world. He's a producer, and then now he did strings on like a bunch of Travis Scott stuff and Kanye stuff. So I used to like send him songs to put strings on. I'm like, yo, like, can you? Because he has just a library of live recordings of stuff. So I took old strings that he sent me, cut them up, pitched them around, did a bunch of shit to them, and then put them in the thing. And then also played like some pianos and stuff like that.
At what point in this process did you start just doing that on your own?
After the breakup, I had so much time on my hands. Oh my God.
Why did it take you so long to get behind a computer and try to produce?
I think it's intimidating. It's hard to be bad at something. Especially for me, I tend to be good at things when I first try them, not to sound like a douchebag, but I get discouraged very easily. Like, I played sports all my life and I was kind of just good at them, and then I did music and it kind of just I like got better. But production and like the computer side of things is it's like learning a language. It's so crazy that I think I needed something to happen to give me so much time and so much motivation to better myself, to like finally sit down and put in the time. And I'm still not good at it at all. But I'm good enough to like do stuff now. I was producing something last night. I just do it kind of every day now. But it took a while because I was just awful.
Dude, it's a
really
muscle.
hard.
Like, you have to do it to learn.
It's
right?
hard, man. Yeah.
You said you had a lot of time on your hands after the breakup. When you were in the relationship, did you kind of put your career on like a backseat and solely focus on her? Or
yeah, not solely, but I would have if not for the people around me, and also like just the obligations that I had to like do my job. But yeah, I was so enthralled with this thing that I was experiencing for the first time that everything else went on the back burner. My family too. Like, it's not just music. It was everything. It was bad. It was really bad.
That happens though. Like, love can do that.
My friends,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
My friends still give me shit to this day. Like, oh, you want to hang out with us again? Like, after the breakup, they're like, oh, look who called. It's bad. It's bad. Dude,
it's hard.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But so much good came out of it, and this album, of course, came out of it. I'm so hopped up on caffeine right now. I'm like trying not to twiddle my thumbs.
But also like a lot of growth, like a lot of healthy growth as a human being.
Yeah.
Like, you need to love and lose, like, to live.
Yeah.
It's part of the process. That's how it works.
Everybody should get their heart broken.
Like,
well, did you get your heart
every once in a
broken,
while.
or were you a heartbreaker? I mean, I know we're not going to get into specifics.
but by the way, you could still be
can get
brokenhearted
into
if you
specifics
break
a little
somebody.
bit.
But
I broke up with her, but I
But it
was
could still hurt you,
heartbroken.
yeah.
Absolutely. And I'd be insane if I wasn't. But yeah, absolutely. I think regardless of who ends it, if you actually, it was like it's not you, it's us kind of thing. Like, this just isn't.
kind of, yeah, you needed to go your separate ways.
we needed, this needs to happen, which I said verbatim.
Do you remember the moment where you realized it needed to happen?
No, it was a gradual thing. It was kind of building, and I didn't want to believe it for so long. And then, actually, well, there was something that happened. We got into a little something, and then the question was posed, like, do we end this right now? And I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I think it's time.
How long did it take you between thinking about it and execution?
It was impulsive. It wasn't that long. It was like a couple seconds. It was like a no, but well, okay. I just don't want to like get into the nitty gritty here about this specifically, but it was that moment where I kind of stopped ignoring everything that I had been feeling and telling myself, like, everything that my brain was telling me. Because I had done everything except ask the question, like, should it end here? And then the question was asked, and the answer is yes, pretty immediately.
Do you regret it at all?
No.
Wow.
No. I did for a long time, and it took everything not to like send a text, or like meet up, but like, yeah.
When did you write Thinking of Me?
At a writing camp, my first writing camp ever in Malibu. I'm trying to remember when that was. It was last year or this year.
It was this year, because in that song you say, "I know we are meant to be," don't you? You think, did I
I know we weren't meant to be.
We weren't meant to be, so I heard the lyrics wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That makes sense now.
Your first writing camp ever was with this album?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why so long? Like, really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like they're kind of fucking expensive, and you can just do sessions at a producer's house for free. But like we, you know. Yeah, like we rented this sick house in Malibu and brought a producer and a writer that we've been working, Ricky Manning and Peter Fenn, who did Someone Will Love You Better and like half of the songs that I've put out in the last 3 years. And also like had some friends come. Sadie Jean was there, Jackson Foote, Emma Rosen. Hey guys. And it was really fun. It was just like buddies hanging out, having a couple brews and writing songs. There's a hot tub too. It was great.
You got to be like around people you feel safe to be vulnerable around, especially when you're writing an album like this, because it was kind of done in real time,
I don't
right?
really care, man. I don't.
You don't?
No, I'll tell anybody. Oh, so many Uber drivers, so many ride homes, pouring my heart out, and vice versa. Oh, dude, I love like the. It was so good. So many times. I remember this Dave from Montreal. If you're watching this, buddy, I love you. I still have his number. We text sometimes. When part one came out, he texted me. He was like, "Yo, like this is sick, man." I was like, "Thanks, man. You all right?" Yeah.
That's wholesome.
But yeah, because everybody's going through shit. So, you know, everybody has problems, and it's like you get into an Uber, and the guy's like, "Hey, how are you?" There's a smile on his face, but they're like. Everybody's going through something. So sometimes if you just ask, you can talk it out. And that really helped. I like to talk about my problems with everyone. But I don't really mind getting vulnerable at all.
Got it.
Yeah.
So this album comes easy, but you're writing it in real time, right? As you're healing?
Yeah. With an asterisk. Like some of it happened sooner than like Thinking of Me was written sooner than like I was still going through it at that point.
How'd you know it was finished, the album?
There like I had pretty strict boundaries that I wanted to stay in. So there were, once we kind of zoomed out, looked at the songs we had, and it pretty much perfectly aligned with exactly what I wanted. And I knew that like it's gonna take me 6 months to write a better song than this and this and this and this. I was like, all right, like we're good. I felt amazing about it, and that was. But I don't know. Also, like it's never done. I could write a better song than Thinking of Me, given enough time, but shit has to drop, you know? You know what I'm saying? How was your Halloween weekend this year, boys?
Oh, good question.
It was an absurd one.
You had a huge party, eh?
Yeah, you didn't come.
Oh my God, it's really nice that you noticed, though.
You didn't come to my show either, and you were on guest list.
Whoa!
You know that they give me so.
Oh my God.
Zach.
This is so bad.
So Zach.
Oh, this is my nightmare. I'm sweating. Oh my God, go.
So when I invite people to shows, I only get a certain amount of comps.
I knew it.
And they give me a list because they check it off when people come through the door. And there were 2 people that didn't come. Somebody that I don't like, and you, Zach.
But you like me, right?
Oh, I like you. I like you a lot. But there was no check. What was going on that night?
I'm really sorry.
Something more important?
No. Well, the
So no?
No.
So you didn't want to come?
I don't know why.
You just hate me.
No, the opposite of hate you. I love you. I don't know why.
I love you
didn't
too, but
so-
I'm starting to. I don't know if I know you anymore, Zach.
No. Okay, so I'm going to be transparent.
So you moved to a new studio, you forget about your friends?
No. Okay, transparency. Okay, the concert, I don't know what happened, why I didn't go, but the party, so I ended up ending a friendship with a few people.
Oh, no.
That I thought would end up showing up there.
Oh, who? Oh my God, who?
But you threw a great party, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was all right. It was okay. I don't know.
What are you, I may be throwing a party this weekend at my house. You're
Let's
invited.
go. I might come. I don't know. Put me on the list. I'll see you if I'm feeling up to it, you know? Since we're doing that now.
You're an icon, dude.
That
is, it's interesting to know because whenever we get invited to concerts, I'm like, damn, do people know
No,
like,
they
who
always
shows
know.
up and who doesn't?
Okay,
that's confirmation that people look.
Oh, yeah.
One of my
I look every time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have a list.
I know you do. And dude, like it is my
No,
nightmare
like in my phone I have a list.
of people who don't show
Uh-huh.
up. I know I'm on Avril Lavigne's do not invite list.
Really? Why? Oh my
Okay.
God.
So Avril Lavigne came on the show. She had an iconic appearance. It was so good. We skateboarded with her. She's great. And she's amazing. Like she really wanted to do the show and she's such a sweetheart and so kind. And I've seen her a bunch of times since and we're cool, I think. I hope so, Avril. Like, let me know. So she had a show at the Greek and she invited us. And I was like, I would love to come. And I really did. I really wanted to go. And I just ended up not having an anxiety attack, couldn't get out of bed, whatever. I end up going to a party, a Halloween party. Halsey's throwing a Halloween party, and I show up. And
This
who's
is a
there?
different day?
Yeah, like
Okay.
weeks later.
Okay.
Who's there? But Avril Lavigne.
Mm-hmm.
And I go up and I say hi to Avril, and the first thing out of Avril's mouth is, why didn't you show up to my show the other day? And I'm like, there's just no way an artist knows. Breaking news, they always know.
They always know. We're very concerned with our
Image.
Image, comp,
That's like the whole
thing.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
I
no,
won't do that again.
I was a little bit hurt, just a tiny bit,
I know.
but it's
I'm,
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
fine.
At least you got an invite.
You did. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's fucked up
Dan
on my
str-
part.
Dan-
okay.
Dan struggles
There's 2
with
bad
that.
guys in the room right now.
Yeah, and there's
That's
one
my
good
bad,
guy.
Dan.
That's
My
me.
bad. You don't follow me on Instagram, though. I don't follow you either, so
Wow.
Yeah, let's say you follow me.
neutral on that. But
Wow.
let's fix that after this.
Yeah.
Alright,
We've
I'm
known
gonna
each
do
other
it.
too
I'm
long.
gonna go do that right now.
Me too. I'm gonna do it.
Wow, that's really healthy. By the way, while they do that, you can listen to all of Johnny Orlando's music. It's on Amazon Music. And The Ride, the whole thing, all the parts are up there too, waiting for you. Very
Most
nice
definitely.
tattoos.
Thanks.
And we're going to have a full version of this album. I mean, it's going to be all together and maybe a few extras in there, right?
Yeah.
I followed you. Dan Zola. Look for it.
Look how special this is, guys.
We're healing.
How do you feel about your old music? I know we talked about What If last time. You wish it didn't exist, but like
Okay,
Adel-
all right.
Oh.
We need to get into that after, but
I was gonna like Adelaide. I can't even pronounce.
Adelaide?
I still love that song.
thank you.
Do you still enjoy those?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's all a part of who I am and my artist journey.
Mm-hmm.
Like Teenage Fever, which was the first EP that I ever put out with
It's good too.
a label. Thank you. Like I listened to those songs and I wish that I could re-record it with. I wish that I could. I love those songs, but I just wish that I could redo them, because I'm just so much better now. Like my voice, I listen to them and I'm like, this sounds like a kid singing, and I was a kid. I was like 15, but
Doesn't that kind of make those songs what they are? Like if One Direction went back and re-recorded, it's not the same. Or if Justin Bieber went back and re-recorded, it's not the same. Like that's kind of what made the songs them. It's like a teen singing them.
Yeah, like if my voice was still as high, but I would just wish that I, like technically was better when I recorded them. Like I just kind of sound like I'm singing the notes. You know what I mean? Instead of like singing the shit out of the song. Which I try to do now. Even some songs on, even Leave the Light On, I recorded, that came out on All the Things That Could Go Wrong. I recorded that song like a year and a half before it came out. And by the time it came out, I could have done a better job. So that's the only thing. What if I said some things I didn't mean? And also, there was a caption that didn't quite reflect, I think, the sentiment of what I was talking about. I regret a lot of things from that era for sure, but not that song. First of all, kind of fucking slaps to this day. And I don't regret it. And if I said that I did, I think that was wrong. I don't.
Are you saying our title? It says Johnny Orlando doesn't like What If.
Yes, I'm talking about
quotes,
that title.
I wish it didn't exist.
Yeah. Did I say it? I wish it didn't exist?
I think so.
Fuck.
We don't make up quotes here.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of more of it's more of the same as what I was just talking about. I wish that I could, like, I wasn't cool. Like my hair was all fucked up and pushed over to one side. And like
my hair's still like that, dude. What are you trying to say?
No, but mine was whack. Yours looks great, Zach. You look great. Don't stress.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. I just wish that I could redo it and make it better. But like, it's a good song. And of course, like it had a moment in 2020 for some reason. And like anything that helps people discover my music, whether it's the old stuff or the new stuff, whatever it is, I'm thankful for. Yes, there's been a lot of healing.
People are discovering Johnny Orlando every day.
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Every day it grows.
Every day we ball.
Every day we all grow, though. We evolve. We learn. Conquer challenges.
Spitting.
Are you inspired by hip hop and rap? Because you've made a couple references that make it seem like you are.
How so? What references?
Well, you just did the We Ball thing. You referenced DJ Khaled in the beginning, I think. Did you do that? Was that you?
No, well, he referenced Drake in the
Drake.
I did.
Drake.
Yes, is the
you
answer.
referenced Travis Scott, and I was like,
for sure. I mean, like Party for Two, those fat 808s, which is like obviously not exclusively a hip hop thing, but I was like, I want those 808s that like Metro Boomin does. I said that to the producer. Something like that, probably. But yes is the answer for sure. And like in my verses in the last like year and a half since I've been writing The Ride, I'm trying to like experiment with rhythms and stuff. Like Party for Two, that, you know what, yeah, making promises I can't keep, you know what, like it's such a like the, I don't know if that's a triplet, but like the it's a hip hop thing. It's a Migos thing.
See?
So yes is the answer for sure. Absolutely. There's just so much dope shit. Like they're like Gunna, he's basically singing on his stuff. Like he's not talking the same way that he was, or that people used to in like the 90s. Like he's not like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. He's like everything, you know, when it's like there's a melody and there's and cooler rhythms than we have in pop music. So yes.
What do you really listen to? Or are you just a collection of everything?
Yeah, I listen to a little bit of everything. I try to like I love when the playlist ends and then it's just random stuff going on. I try to listen to that's one thing that like all great artists are like encyclopedias for music. They just know everything and they've heard everything. And I want to be a great artist, so I also do that. And I also just enjoy it. I love music. I listen to music constantly, incessantly, every day. I need to be listening to something or else I go nuts. And I can't focus.
Are you working on another album or are you done?
Not yet, but I will be.
Cool.
I don't know if it's an album. I have no idea yet, but I'm working on something. Did you guys see the GTA 6 trailer?
Broke a YouTube record, most views in the first
Did it?
24 hours.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It did over BTS, right?
I think. Yeah. Oh, no, I think it was.
It's on its way to beating that record.
I think I read it broke the YouTube record for most views that isn't like a music video.
Fuck, BTS still on top, eh?
BTS.
That's insane.
They're
Yeah,
amazing.
GTA.
I love you, BTS. I
Yeah.
also love GTA. Not like I love BTS. I really love BTS deeply.
I was 10 when the first GTA came out, and I remember I made my grandpa go to the we have EB Games in Canada.
Yeah.
We went to EB Games, and because my parents wouldn't let me get it because they knew what Grand Theft Auto was, and also there was still there was such like a Grand Theft Auto is like the fucking devil's game.
Yeah, dude,
You know
it was
what I
all
mean?
over the Today Show and the big
Yeah.
news programs about like what to do when your kids play this.
Yeah,
like, how
it
to
was
regulate
like-
so your kid doesn't become crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. It was so whatever. Anyways, so I manipulated my grandfather into taking me when I was 10 years old, and I remember the employee at EB Games was such an op. This guy was like, "You know that there's strippers in this game, right?" To my grandpa, and he looks at me, and I was like, "It's cool, don't worry about it." And then we were like, "Yeah." And he looks at me, he's like, "This is the game you want?" And I was like, "Yes, grandpa, like this is the one." And then I played the shit out of GTA 5. But I want my cars and planes and stuff in GTA 6. Are they gonna let you do that or no?
Oh, I don't know.
I've never played the game in my life.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
No, I'm not.
GTA
great.
5 or 6?
Any of them.
Really?
I don't play.
I thought that was a GTA 6 joke because it's not out. But you've never played GTA?
No, did I make a good joke?
Yeah, you made a great joke.
Wait,
yeah.
you seriously never played GTA ever?
No, the only game I've ever really played is like I played like Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, and Halo. They're probably way before your time. It's
I
basically
know
like
what
Pong.
all those things are. I'm not that young.
I mean, you're not even 21. You're not even 21. When do you turn
No.
21?
January 24th,
What's the drinking age in Canada?
19 or
Oh,
18.
So you can already drink up there,
Mhm.
up north.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a 21st birthday in America is still something. You spend a lot
Oh,
of time.
hell yeah. We're going to Vegas. We're doing something. I don't know. It's out of my hands.
Whose hands it is it?
My dad, he's fired up.
Terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He's an animal, that guy. I love him.
Johnny Orlando's music is waiting for you on Amazon Music. Listen to it.
Facts. They have some good playlists, too.
Yeah,
I
we
do liners all the time.
Thank you.
Check out my new album, The Ride, on Amazon Music.
Thanks.
And we got another one.
Oh, bang, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. We'll print that one. What are you thinking, Daniel?
Wait, I think you asked, or maybe, I don't know if anybody mentioned, like, are there going to be more songs on the full Ride album when it comes out?
Yeah, there's going to be, I think, 2 or 3 more. Not completely sure. We're figuring that out right now. Do you want an exclusive?
Yes.
So July was on part 1, and we have a song called August. It's on part 2. So July and August is going to end it out. It's going to close it. Isn't that cute?
Timeline.
So
Like July is going to be the first song. August is going to be the
What
last
is
song.
August when you actually finish healing, or what does that signify?
No. Like these songs aren't really part of the concept. They're
Got
just
it.
songs about the thing. The line is "You ruined August for me," because our there was a day in August that was important.
if any question I ask is, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Have you like bumped into her since the breakup?
Mm-hmm.
Is it normal or awkward?
Oh, it was super weird. It wasn't that long after. It was a real setback in the healing process, but it was fine.
I mean, I mean, I don't know if you have the same friends, but I remember you told us you
No,
met her by
like,
just walking into her house or something.
What?
Isn't that how you met her? Didn't you say you just walked into her house or just?
Oh yeah. But that was I'm no longer friends with her friend that
Cut 'em all
walked
out.
me into her house. Yeah, so much stuff happened. I kind of just
I get it.
disappeared from that. Yeah,
Disappeared, but you got to sing about it and talk about it sometimes.
like all the time, pretty much. Which I feel weird about. Like I love this album and I love the music, but I'm ready to never have to talk about it again.
That's the journey of a real artist, Johnny Orlando.
Why are you laughing?
No, it's just funny.
You know what I'm saying though?
It's funny. You got to sing about it. You got to talk about it. You're like, I don't
like
wanna
we're
do- I don't
both
wanna do
moved
that.
on. I need to not talk about this anymore.
But I think with the release of this and giving it to the world, like it was yours, now it's everybody else's. It will allow you to do that. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's healing.
Yeah. This is the last time. This is the very last time.
All right, we're done talking about it. Listen to all 3 bars of the ride on Amazon Music.
Yeah, please.
Final thoughts?
Just can't wait to see what we get to talk about next time you come in. Who knows what the future
Fuck
holds.
knows, dude. We'll figure it out.
Looking
I'm sure
forward
there'll
to
be
it.
something.
Good fashion, by the way, as always.
Yeah, it's the first thing I noticed.
These are
when you came in.
Japanese pants. Nobody said anything except for now.
No, I was
Thank you,
staring
though.
at the shiny pants the whole time. It's the first
Really?
thing I noticed when you walked in the
They're
building.
like iridescent or something.
There's no fashion like the fashion they sell in Tokyo.
No, it's hard.
It's
It was sick.
incredible.
I got these in Shimokitazawa, which is like a suburb, I think.
Yeah?
Have you been?
Yeah?
Do you love it?
Yeah, I love it.
I love it too.
I love it, love it. I love
Do you
Seoul
like-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seoul's really sick. Seoul and Tokyo were highlights for sure. Oh. Are we running out of time here?
No.
Okay. Because we were in Bangkok and fuck me, that city is crazy.
Johnny, you could have.
What?
You said we were in Bangkok. Fuck me. Is the 2 words you just put together.
Okay, it's a city name, you dirty dog.
Sorry, keep going.
I want to go there. I've never been to Thailand. I've never been to the Philippines.
It's great. You should go.
I want to go. I'm going to Australia for the first time ever.
No way, so jealous.
Yeah, I'm going in like 2 weeks.
That's sick.
Uh,
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really
Where are
excited.
you going?
Adelaide, Melbourne, and Sydney.
Did you mean to say that with an accent?
No.
Are you practicing?
No, I mean, like,
Melbourne?
I'm not going to say Melbourne like that. I'm not.
You can say Melbourne like a regular American.
I'm not going to do that. It's Melbourne.
Adelaide.
I mean, like, I'm not.
I got a
gonna be
friend,
an-
Dick,
I'm not-
on that one. Sorry,
What?
bud.
Like, I'm just so confused. Like,
Did you do that?
I'm just
Is
so
that
confused.
it?
Like, should I? Like,
Carlos? Easy. Oh, Lord.
I'm just sorry, Australians. Can you please help me out here? Like, is it my job as an American
It's
to
like-
mispronounce the name
It's
of your
like-
city?
It's like you're like ordering at a cafe. You're like, oh yes, can I? And you're in Paris. You're like, can I please have a coffee and a croissant, please? Like, and like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck.
I do.
Oh God, what's another good one?
Zach puts accents on everything. Though.
Oh,
Don't
No,
do
dude.
accents.
you guys. No, it's not pronounced Melbourne.
Like I grew up
Or
speaking
Melbourne.
French at school. I know the accent. I know how to pronounce all these words, but I purposely don't because if I go somewhere and I'm like I'm ordering and I'm like, yes, I'd like the poisson, please.
Wait,
Like
can you tell me how you would pronounce it?
what?
The name of the city?
Melbourne
Yeah, but it's
with an
how
R.
do you say it?
With an R.
There's
Melbourne.
No, yeah, but like they don't say it that way.
You do. I'm just busting your balls, man. You
Can
do
somebody help
it.
me? Hit the comment section, please. Just help a brother out. Chat room. Thank you.
But that's exciting. That's cool. I've never been.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's good to know that you're so supportive of my trip.
I just not of that, but I am supportive of your trip. Why are you going? For fun?
No, my boyfriend's from there,
Oh, sick.
so we're gonna go spend Christmas.
That'd be so fun.
New Year's.
Do you know how to surf?
Does it look like I know how to surf?
I try not to judge books by their covers.
Okay, that's bullshit. There's no way you asked that question expecting me to be like, yeah, man.
That was a
cowabunga,
humiliation
dude.
thing, actually. You're so right.
What? Yeah. There's no way.
Eh, dude, I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, surfing's for
Dan,
everyone.
do you know how to surf?
I've tried it. It's not for me, but I can stand and then fall.
You
Yeah.
surf?
Now you're
No.
like a snowboarder.
I am. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was it the tattoos? Did it give it away? Do you guys think I look cool?
Yeah, you
Do
do.
you feel cool?
Fuck yeah, I do.
That's all that matters. But you do look cool.
Yeah. I really
good.
hate tattoos and I hate getting them. It's just for vanity. That's all it is.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
I actually love getting tattoos. It's great.
Where are you gonna be?
And my tattoo artist is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Is he in Canada?
I want to be him. Yeah, he's in Canada. He's like head to toe, like neck, skull. Like he has hair, but he shaved it at one point and got skull tattoos just because he's a fucking G. And he like lived in the city for a while, and then he just moved to the north.
Okay, the woods.
And just kind of, yeah, just like a few hours north of Toronto where it's like all pretty and you can see the stars again and stuff. Just because he could, and he wears cowboy boots and shit, and he has a little thing on the keychain, but not in like a Silver Lake way, in like a really cool way. No, he's a dope guy, and he has a mustache, and he exclusively listens to like when we're getting tattoos, he puts on like country music, but not like last time we let the liquor talk, like a 38 special, like you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Fuck, he's so cool.
Like some Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's a couple Johnny Cash songs on that.
I can see and feel you getting a tattoo now. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So I just sit there. I'm all giddy. I'm like, fuck, this guy's so cool. I love this music too.
You ever listen to any Johnny Orlando music while getting tatted?
No.
Right.
Do you?
I don't.
Do you have any tattoos? Do you have any tattoos?
No.
I wish I could get tattoos, but you described them earlier as like paintings or like art in a house.
Mm-hmm.
But with art in a house or paintings, you could take it off the wall and replace it.
You can't commit.
I don't know. That's a very personal thing. I'm just not. I don't really give a fuck. Like, if all else fails, and I hate a tattoo in 20 years that I have right now. I was 20 when I got it, and I was having so much fun, and I loved it at the time. And
no, that's healthy.
That's who I was.
I have a friend that got a sleeve, hated it instantly, wanted to chop his arm off for like a year and a half. Couldn't look at his arm in the mirror.
How's he feel about now?
He had to redoctor the whole thing. I know.
Look at his arm in the mirror.
It's weird. Like this friend and I, we stopped talking for 2.5 years, and he just re-entered my life. And one of the things he showed me after 2.5 years is this new arm tattoo that he got to cover up his old one because he literally could not look at his arm without wanting to rip it off his body.
That's a shame.
Yeah, interesting, right?
If you're that type of person, don't get tattoos for sure.
Yeah, it's hard.
And don't let anyone tell you differently.
Yeah, I had a friend who got a giant 8-ball tattooed on his arm, but it represented something.
Cocaine?
Yep. And I went with him to get it covered when we were in college. Because we were like, hey, maybe that shouldn't be on your arm forever, if that's what it represents. So we got it covered, but it's cool now. And now
but also,
it's a good memory.
Nobody would know. I really love pool.
I think
unless it's if you get a baggy tattoo, sure, but
I like Toys of Chance and Mystery or
yeah. You should just get you should got Magic on top. That'd be the easiest cover up in the world.
Magic 8-ball.
Yeah. I was really into it when I was a kid.
The ride is waiting for you. Listen to Johnny Orlando's music. It's on Amazon Music. You good?
Yeah, are you good?
Dandy.
That's good.
Are you gonna go on tour again next year?
Yeah, he's going to Oslo.
Sure, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going on tour in Europe.
When?
In February.
Where are you going to be in May?
Excited.
Where are you going to be in May? London, by any chance, or Rome, maybe?
I don't know.
All right, put me on the guest
January,
list.
February, March, April, May. Boys, why? Why would
We may be there.
It's like 3 months apart.
No, we go and do the show from London now. It's going to be our second year. We do it every year.
If we even freaking go.
That's so sick.
Yeah, well, this year is going to be our second year, so we're recruiting people to come on our show while we're there.
I'll come.
Okay, cool. I mean, don't commit. It's pretty far of a journey. But if you happen to be in the area.
Boys, I eat 5-hour flights for breakfast.
Can you?
Yeah.
It's 10.
Can you teach me your secret? Because I get so bored on 2-hour flights.
No, it's really easy.
Do a 14-hour flight, and then 5 will feel like nothing. Or 10. Oh, fuck yeah. 10's pretty brutal,
Yeah, but
actually.
you fly well. Come on,
Do you have problems sleeping on,
No, I can
planes and
sleep
trains
on
and
them. I
cars?
get pretty bored. But also, listen, I don't pay for the layback things. I just sit in the regular peasant seats in the back.
Well, I mean, there was a... Fair. But also, we did I fly back and forth from Toronto to LA. At one point, I was doing it like twice a month, and it's a 5-hour flight. And I would sit in economy every time because it's just not worth it. Yeah. But if you're going to Asia and you're sitting there for 14 hours and you have a show in 2 days, like after you get there, then I'm gonna pay for the laid back seat. Yeah. But I don't know, just like find a show that you fuck with. Don't sleep at all the night before. Force yourself to make yourself hungover.
So you force sleep on a flight?
Just so that you're so happy to close your eyes, and then you wake up and you wake up because the wheels hit the ground. That's ideal.
I love that. That's usually how I fly. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I did.
I get it. That's
the flight to Tokyo. I took off, watched like 2 episodes of a show, closed my eyes, and we were there. Oh, and it was like 14 hours. It was sick, actually.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
When I was flying...
I slept for like 8 hours straight.
When I was flying back from Tokyo, I got food poisoning, and I was vomiting profusely, and it was bad.
Don't do that.
Yeah, for I think it was 10 hours. Yeah, something like that, 12.
That's a damn shame.
Yep, happened. Singapore Airlines has never been the same.
No? Mm-mm. Singapore's awesome.
Great airline.
I
wish I could have experienced it in a healthy way.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, babe. Next time. Next time.
We were in Singapore. That was where we finished the Asia tour, and we went to we went to this rooftop after the show. We had like a tour going out party. It was like a Tuesday, so like not the most. And they kicked us out at 1, which was also a shame, but it was so fun. Such a good tour. Anyway, it's called C'est La Vie, this like rooftop. Post Malone went there. And it was such a fun night. I fucking love everybody that I work with. That's another thing that's happened in like the last year or so. Just like have really found my people, which is so good. Like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm in a good place, boys.
And you could tell in the music and in the product, dude. So keep it up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Studio's always open. Appreciate you, Johnny Orlando.
Fuck. I don't want it to be over.
Oh.
Is there something else we can talk about? Political and economic state of the world?
I mean, I don't know.
I saw a clip of that podcast before I came here, and I was like, I will not be pretentious today.
A clip of what podcast?
The Jaden Smith fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Somebody asked him a question. Isn't that what his response was?
Yeah, he's like talking about his friends. He was like, I'm not like other 20-year-olds. Brother. But sometimes, like, every time I come on your show, I really get better at interviews because I watch myself after and I hate it every time. Just because like we're so long form and you ask good questions and I like pause and I like vocal fry and stuff. So I'm excited to get better at interviewing as an interviewee.
Well, you're one of our favorite guests. We love you very much. Truly, Johnny Orlando. You mean the world to us.
Ditto.
You didn't show up at a show.
Okay, man. I'm going to go to the next one.
Zach didn't even come. You know?
I'll go to the one on the other side of the planet.
I will never forget that.
I can tell. You're appreciated. I know I didn't show it. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll make it right.
Didn't even notice, actually.
Okay. Johnny Orlando, everybody. You're not coming.